Okay, so I'm making another face mask. I'm making this one for Matt, and
Hi.
it's and um, I'm using some of the lessons that I learned from the last time, and I'm probably also going to make one more for myself. I did listen to a podcast yesterday with a doctor who was basically like, I mean, I guess it's technically better than nothing, but don't go out. Like, accurate. But I do have to go out. And Matt may at some point need to go out for grocery shopping. So if we have to go out, might as well wear the face mask, right? So I learned some lessons. The elastic that I used on the first one, I don't like the quality of it, but it was the only skinny elastic that I feel comfortable using right now. I mean, I have like shirts I could rip up, but not things that I actually want to rip up. That elastic came from a costume I wore one time and probably wasn't going to wear again. And if I do want to wear it, like it's fine without the elastic. Um, and then the cotton was a sheet that had torn. That sheet was actually a flat sheet, or not a flat sheet. What's the sheet kind? The fitted sheet. It was a fitted sheet, so it had a bunch of elastic in it. And I picked that sheet apart, and there's four pieces of elastic that look like this. They are like the corners of the bed. They come from that. And then I have a bunch of elastic that I took from the edge. Looks like intestines. Oh my god. From the all around the edge of the sheet. It is cut a little bit because I had some issues. I don't have all the right tools, so what I really need to get is a stitch picker. I used to have one and I just don't anymore. They're like $3, but I don't want to go out. I don't want to order from Amazon. I just don't know what to do. Um, so, and I don't know if this is like a fad. Like, am I going to keep doing this in 2 weeks and have wanted to spend enough money to get the free shipping on the stitch picker from Michaels that costs $3? I don't know. Usually I would just go to Michaels and buy a stitch picker for $3. The other thing is I was thinking, oh, I could make a bunch of masks and I could like give them to my friends who need to go out for whatever reason, and can't or don't have time to make the masks themselves. And then I heard, oh, they're basically useless. Cool. So I'm not going to make like a ton for people. I'm just going to make one for Matt, one for me. I will have a bunch of elastic left over. So if you're like, no, I really want a mask, even if it's a piece of crap, message me and I guess I can make you one because I still have a lot of sheet. So what I did this time was I used a cardboard box that I had, a shoe box, and I cut out a square so that I can use it as a tracing method, because what I found last time was I didn't cut the sheets like the same size and the same width, and I cut them really ragged, and there were a couple of issues with that. It was really hard to match them up. There was a lot of fraying, and you can see this is like the bottom and top ends of this, even after I cut it, are still really frayed. Um, and um, yeah, so they didn't turn out super great and they didn't end up flat and it was just weird. So I cut them out and then I actually ironed them this time. That helps too, to like make them flat. And then I'm pinning them like you saw to that board so that it stays in place and so that I'm not like throwing this piece of fabric around, because it's actually pretty delicate. Once it's all sewed together, it's fine. It doesn't feel at all like it's going to pull apart. But until it gets sewed together, it's not so great. My stitching was also bad, and I didn't do a lot of tracing, and I'm going to try to fix that. So I'm doing a much neater stitch this time around. Let me see. The blue part is the part I've actually stitched. It's still a little messy on the back side, but the front side, it's actually not too bad on the back side. The front side is really neat. And so I'm going to do that all around. I'm going to use this bigger fabric and or this bigger elastic, and I'm going to crisscross them in the back actually, because I was thinking about like, why are they over the ears? It's so that you can like pull it down easily, so that you can put it on quickly. But this elastic is like going to be too big for the ear. It's just not, it's going to fall off. So I'm going to crisscross it in the back because anytime we're going outside wearing this, like we probably shouldn't be taking it off till we go back inside. So we actually don't want it to be easy to take off. We want it to be not movable. So I'm going to crisscross two pieces in the back. Since this mask is for Matt, once I have it um, mostly done, what I'll do is I'll pin it on him to see. Yeah, he's not listening right now, so he doesn't know that I'm talking about putting needles near him.
I think it'll go on my face.
Yeah, so I'm going to pin it on him and see how long I need those pieces to be in relation to where they are, and then cut them and sew them in and all of that. So I'm doing it a lot more. I learned a lot of lessons the first time. I also am only using two pieces of fabric as I suggested. Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna pause now and I'm gonna keep doing my thing and I'm gonna watch like YouTube or Netflix or something. And then I'll update you maybe in like an hour. It's 11:15 right now. We'll see how far I get in an hour this time, because last time you will recall it took 5 hours and I've probably been working on this for less than an hour, not counting the time that I spent um, pulling this elastic out because that took a while. Yeah.